I was there for about 6 hours yesterday. First thing I've got to say, Madison Square Garden was packed. People waited hours to get in. They sat through hour after hour of this rally. They were fervent in their devotion to all things Trump. Trump has created a movement. There is no doubt. I cannot think of another Republican figure of my lifetime who could have come into a Democratic city like New York and put together anything like that.
I see Vice President Harris going out there and making all of these very dark accusations against President Trump and failing to communicate what she is actually going to do for the American people. She says that, she always wants to make it about she's not Donald Trump, but she can't tell the American people what she's actually going to do for them. And then on the contrast, you have President Trump, whose closing argument is Kamala broke it and he will fix it. And that is something that resonates with the American people. When the vast majority of the American people don't believe that we're moving in the right direction, why would they want to vote to continue the same failed policies we've had for the last few years? And that is why we're seeing President Trump is doing so well in all the polling, in the early vote numbers. They look excellent for him because Americans are answering the question that he asked at the beginning of every single rally. Are you better off now than you were when I was president? And the overwhelming answer is no.
Here's the thing. Numbers don't lie. When a business, particularly on Wall Street, I'm not a financial guy, I'm not an economist, but I do know this. When you put in, this is what you believe your company is going to grow. Okay, this is going to be the growth of your company. You either hit that mark or you don't. When you don't hit the mark, they go, ooh, they missed the mark. When you exceed it, they go, oh, they outperformed their own expectations. Numbers don't lie. And what MSNBC and Joe Scarborough and all of these lunatics want you to believe is that numbers do lie. No, they don't. And so you can call them whatever you want to call them. It won't change the numbers. Look at this. From the post-millennial, undecided voters lean Trump after suffering from Hitler rhetoric fatigue. It's like enough is enough. We know he's Mussolini. He's Satan. He's Satan. It's like, oh my God, people, man. Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party are super into calling Donald Trump a fascist, a Nazi, actually the reincarnation of Hitler. They lean into this talking point every chance they get. Hillary Clinton's been doing it since 2016. Honey, you gotta move on. It's not 2016 anymore, Hillary. It's over. Joe Biden jumped aboard before he was kicked off the ballot by the VP. And Kamala Harris has been leaning into the reincarnation Hitler notion repeatedly as the campaign season comes to a close. But is it working? A clip of undecided voters focus group from the battleground state of Pennsylvania has emerged on social media showing a man saying that he's starting to lean Trump specifically because of all the rhetoric and fear-mongering. Quote, I can't, he said. I think part of the reason why I'm being pushed towards Trump so strongly is I find that the Democrats and the left keep going straight to Hitler all the time with everything. So hang on a second. I told you at the outset, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. So if you were an adult, particularly a voting adult, in 2016, this is what you actually remember. Hang on a second. This is directly from the White House. Okay, these are their records. 2018, a banner year for the U.S. economy. What? You mean they had a banner year? In 2018, the U.S. economy grew at a rapid rate of 3.1%, the fastest pace for any calendar year since 2005, with output rising by 560 billion over the 4 quarters for the year. For the second consecutive year, economic growth precisely matched or narrowly exceeded the administration's own forecasts, outperforming. You can't say it outperformed it when you don't meet the number. The reality always wins. And they're trying to, memory hole this so that you forget that this was an amazing economy. Trump's economy was so good, Barack Hussein is trying to take credit for it. That's how good it was. He's saying, yeah, that was my economy. It's like, hold on a second. You mean it was you that got rid of all those regulations, unchained the businesses? You mean it was you that passed those tax breaks for all of those companies and gave them incentive to come back home? You mean that was you, Barack? That was you? Weren't you the guy who said you can't? What does he have? This guy says he's going to make a better deal. What does he have? A magic wand? Do you guys remember that? Trump's economy was so good, Hussein was trying to steal it. Look at this, the forecast outperforming consensus forecast in the process. Gross private domestic investment, just 17% of GDP at the start of the year, accounting for 36% of the growth and the real GDP in 2018. Real investment in intellectual property products up 10.8% and grew at its fastest pace since what? You mean from 1999? These are just numbers. Okay, you don't get to just make them up. You can't just start throwing out numbers. This is what people remember. They don't remember the concentration camps. Turns out nobody even remembers being put in concentration camps. I wonder why that is. I wonder why they don't remember people being rounded up. I wonder if people even remember being put into slavery. No. They remember this. This is from the White House. You don't get to make this stuff up. You can call him Hitler. You can call him whatever you want. Call him the devil. Nobody gives a crap anymore because by the way, they know. This is like, honey, just stop. It's over. Okay, it's over. No one believes you anymore. Just because you have a shiny desk and a really cool set and you wear really cool clothes doesn't mean people believe you. When that Russia stuff just fell off and people were like, wait a minute, what do you mean he didn't? Rachel told me that he was going to be, indicted and put in jail because he, colluded with the Russians. Nancy Pelosi said that he was in Putin's back pocket. When none of that came true, simultaneously, their 401ks were growing. simultaneously, the entire economy was doing a banner year. These people, see, when all you have is fear mongering, that's all you have. She's talking about, I'll give black people some drugs and free money. He trots out Beyonce. What a bait and switch that was. She didn't perform, by the way. She just came out, said a couple of words, got paid, and then bailed before Kamala even started talking. We're done. It's over. And enough black people, and Latinos already left. They left the station a long time ago, because when that money started rolling in, they were like, no. The money is really good. Ooh, and we're secure too? Yes, the rally was a hit, and it wasn't a reincarnation of the 1939 inward rally. These people, they're just they can't help themselves. That's all they have. All right, that's it for now. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.